Hello everyone, my name is Amish Singhal. Today we will discuss about the time response of a first order and a second order control system. Now I will start with time response of a first order system. Now consider a first order system with unity feedback with 1 upon st. This is the open loop transfer function, and when we are giving the unity negative feedback, right? That rs is the input and cs is the output. This is a block diagram of the first order system. Now the block diagram of the first order system, 1 upon st is the open loop transfer function with unity feedback, then gs is the open loop transfer function, and hs unity feedback, right? That means hs is equal to 1. Then closed loop transfer function is given by gs upon 1 plus gshs. Now we'll put the gs of s and h of s, that means 1 by st divided by 1 plus 1 by st into 1. Now we'll solve this 1 by st upon 1. LCM is st upon st plus 1, and now we'll cancel the st and st. We will find C of S upon R of S is equal to 1 upon St plus 1. This is the closed loop transfer function of the first order system, right? Now, if we are giving the different types of input like unity step input, ramp input, and impulse input, then we'll find that the response of the different types of input. Now we'll first I will consider when we are giving the unity step input. When we are giving the unity step input, then we will find the response. Now we will see the behavior of the first order system with unity step input, right? Now first case we will consider when we are giving the unity step input. And Cs upon Rs is equal to 1 upon St plus 1. Then we multiply with Rs. Since we have the unity step input, then we know that when we are giving the step input, the Laplace transform of unity step input is equal to 1 divided by s. Now we'll put this value 1 upon s in equation number 2. Then we will find 1 cs equal to 1 upon s into st plus 1. Then we will common the t factor, and we will find s into s plus 1 upon t. Now we'll factorize in the form of a divided by s plus b divided by s plus a. This will, in this form, we'll find the then 1 upon t into s plus 1 upon t is equal to a divided by s plus b divided by s plus 1 by t. Then by using partial fraction, we will find a is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 1, right? Then we will put these values in this equation. Then c of s equal to 1 divided by s minus 1 upon s plus 1 by t. Now taking the inverse Laplace transform, we know that inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s is 1, and inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s plus a is e to the power minus at. Then we will write 1 by s is 1, and inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s plus 1 by t is equal to e to the power minus at. A is here 1 by t and multiply by t. Then Laplace transform of 1 upon s plus 1 upon t is equal to e to the power minus t upon t. Now we will put the value of t is equal to capital T. Now t equal to t, then 1 minus e to the power minus t, capital T upon t equal to 1 minus e to the power minus 1. Now we'll solve this value, we'll find 0.632, and the in percentage form this value is 63.2%. What is the how will we define the capital T? The capital T is known as time constant, is defined as the time required for the signal to attain 63.2% of the final value, or we will call
steady state value. What does it means? When we are putting the t equal to infinite, when we are t equal to infinite, and what is the value? 1 minus e power minus infinity. That means value of the c infinity is equal to e power minus infinity is 0. That means 1. When at t equal to infinity, value is 1. Now, when we are reaching the t equal to capital T, then value is 0.632. Means how much percentage of the final value we will call as T. Means 63.2% of value 1 will find 0.632. Right? That is known as time constant. And also we will define the time constant indicate how fast the system reaches the final value. The smaller the time constant means faster response. If we are considering time constant will be decreasing, then system will be faster. Now we will prove that. Now we'll put the values of small t is 40. Now we'll put it value t equal to 40. C of t equal to 1 minus e to the power minus 40 divided by t, 1 minus e to the power minus 4. That is 0.98 means 90%. Means the 90% of the final value. And 90% of final value means 90% of the value is 1. 1 is the final value. So the system will be faster. Right? Here is a graph. It's the exponential curve for the first order system when we are giving the unity step input. This is the output CT response with respect to t, and that is the graph. Suppose this is the exponential graph, and how will we plotting this graph? When we are putting t equal to 0, t equal to 0 in the equation of CT. So t equal to 0 means 1 minus e to the power 0. That means value of t is equal to 0 is 1 minus e to the power 0 means 1 minus 1 equal to 0. That means the value of t equal to 0, the output is 0. That means start with graph is 0. When we are putting t equal to t or t equal to suppose infinity, suppose I put the values of t equal to infinity, then we'll find 1 minus e power minus infinity, that value is 1. Means the final value is 1. That means start with 0, it's exponential curve, and final value of t equal to infinity reaches to approximately 1. Right? And when we put values t, then we'll find value is 0.632. When we are putting the value of 40, then we'll find the value is approximately 0.98. That means the time constant defines when we are reaching the value of 63.2% of the final value. That is known as time constant. That how we will plot this graph, right? In another terms, it is known as 40 is the steady state, or there is a settling time. It's always define the settling time is equal to 40. Another term is a settling time. This is the graph for the first order system when we are giving the input of step input, right? Now we will consider for the second input, and the second input we will define as a unit ramp input. First is the step input, or second one we will define as a ramp input. Suppose we are giving the unity ramp input, and Laplace transform of unity ramp input rt equal to t, and we are when we are Laplace transform, then rs is equal to 1 by s square, right? So we are putting the value of Laplace transform is rs equal to 1 upon s square in this equation. Then we will find cs equal to 1 upon s square into 1 plus st. Then we will common the term t, that means 1 upon t into s square into s plus 1 upon t. Now we will using partial fraction method will find values of a, b and c. Now 1 upon t into s square 1 upon t plus s is equal to a divided by s plus b divided by s square plus c divided by s plus 1 upon t. Now we'll multiply this s square into 1 upon t plus s, then we'll find this equation. Now we'll calculate the values of A, B and C. So using the value of to find the value of A, B, C, first we'll put S equal to 0, then we'll find B is equal to 1. Now we'll put S equal to 0, then 1 upon T equal to, now S equal to put 0 means this term is 0, plus we put this value the B into 1 by T plus 0, and 1 upon T cancel, and B is equal to 1, right? And how we'll find the B? Second value is put S equal to minus 1 upon T, then we'll find 1 by T, then we put S equal to minus 1 upon T means 0 plus C into 1 upon T square, right? And we'll cancel out T and T, and C is the value of C is equal to T. The same here. Now we'll put S equal to 1 by T, then find the values of V, right? A equal to minus T. Now put these values of A and B in this equation, then this equation becomes C of S is equal to 1 by S square minus T upon S plus T upon S plus 1 upon T. Now taking inverse Laplace transform of this equation, then we will find Ct equal to inverse Laplace transform 1 by S square equal to T, and the inverse Laplace transform of 1 by S is equal to 1, and 1 upon S plus A. Inverse Laplace transform of this equation is e to the power minus kt. Now using this transformation, we will find this equation t minus capital T into 1 plus t into e to the power minus t upon t. Now we will also common the value of t, then final the equation of Ct. Ct means response of first order system when we are using ramp input as a input, right? Now we will also define the error. The error signal is defined is the difference between input and output, or we will call input minus response. So input is RT and output is response is CT. Now input is given this ramp input T minus this response, or the output is this CT. Now we'll put the value of CT in this equation. Now we'll cancel out the T and T. Now we'll find error in terms of time of this equation. Now we will define steady state error. Steady state error means what is the difference between final value and what is the value at the t equal to infinity, right? The difference between input and output. Now we'll put at t equal to infinity in this error. Now we'll find the value of steady state error. Now t equal to infinity, then these terms will be 0. Now value of steady state error is capital T. That steady state error is equal to t, where t is the time constant of the system. For smaller time constant, steady state error will be small and the speed of system will be increased. We will discuss in the first input also. Now steady state error will be small, then system will be faster, or we'll say the speed of the response will be increased, right? Now we will plot the graph of this Ct. When we are putting this value of t equal to 0, so t equal to 0 means e to the power minus 0 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, that means Ct is equal to t, right? If t equal to 0, the response is t, right? When we are putting the t equal to infinity, now we put t equal to infinity, from minus infinity equal to 0 and t minus capital T. That means input is Ct starting with t and final value is t minus capital T. Now difference between t and t minus capital T is t. Now we'll plot this curve. Their input is t, and at the t equal to infinity, output is t minus capital T, right? Now graph of the t is, that is the straight line passing through origin. Now we'll plot t minus capital T, means approximately the curve is curved, and at the t equal to infinity, that is flat curve. That means difference between this t equal to 0 and t equal to infinity is t. Now this t is defined as steady state error. Steady state error. Difference between t equal to infinity and the final value, right? This is the ramp response of the system. Now third input we will call the unit impulse function. We will apply the unit impulse function, then we will find the response of the first order system, right? Now Cs upon Rs is equal to 1 upon S into t plus 1. Now multiply with Rs. This Rs is the, we will apply the impulse input. Then Rs is equal to, the impulse input is the delta t. Now Laplace transform impulse input is 1. Now we put this value Rs is equal to 1 in this equation. They will find 1 divided by St plus 1 into 1 equal to, we will common the term capital T, then 1 by capital T into S plus 1 by T, right? So 1 by T is the constant. Then we will apply here inverse Laplace transform 1 upon S plus A equal to e to power minus kt, and here A equal to 1 divided by T, right? This A is equal to 1 by divided by T. That means e to power minus 1 divided by T into T. Here is the term. Now will the response, this Ct is called the response of first order system when we are applying unit impulse input, right? Then this term is a exponential decay function. Now we will plot the curve. Now we will put the value t equal to, t equal to 0. Put the t equal to 0, then e to power minus 0 is 1. That means 1 divided by t. That means value at t equal to 0 is 1 divided by t. That means here is that t equal to 0 and here is the 1 by t. Graph start is here. And put t equal to infinity. T equal to infinity means e to power minus infinity is 0. Then c of infinity equal to 0. That means at t equal to infinity, output is 0. Then exponential decay function is something like that. How will we plot this curve Ct? So we discussed in this lecture of the first order control system with 3 input. First is step input, second is ramp input, and third one is impulse input.